Top 10 ways to grow your money. Don't let your financial fears ruin your retirement. You can invest and grow your money for your old age. There are some simple principles you can follow year on year that will help you make the most of the money you have. Here are 10 of the best ways to grow your money. Yes, that is the bad. When you want to grow your money, that needs to be paid off as quickly as possible. Credit card debt along with overdraws and loans need to be paid off as a matter of urgency. Exceptions to this are cheap debts such as student loans and credit card debt at 0%. 0% credit cards are first disappearing from the market, however, which makes it harder to switch outstanding balances at the end of the 0% period. They all now charge a substantial fee, usually about 2.5 to switch each time, which will add to your cost. So even those debts should be paid off as fast as possible. Look at our next video about investing in stocks for the beginners. Also make sure you subscribe to my channel to watch more video about saving money, earn money for beginners, and not only. Number 2 is make sure you have some savings. There's no point investing for the future if you haven't get enough liquid cash saving up to dip into for short-term expenses. By liquid, I mean easy to get your hands on. This means you need to have enough money in saving accounts to keep you and your family going for around 3, it's better 6 months. In case everything goes pear-shaped. You can see how to do it in my next video. Work out how much you need to spend each month to keep the roof over your head and food on your mouth. Multiply that amount by 6, or it's better more, and put those money aside in your account that you do not touch unless there is really emergency. Once you collected enough money for this cash then you can start investing. But it's also useful to continue with other short-term saving for major purchases, such as a car or a new wallet, and also to create liquid funds for yourself so that you can take advantage of new and worthwhile investments when they appear. Make 4.8% on investing. In fact, a really good way to do that and make 4.8% on the while it's sitting in its jars is to use the budget app Hopper Jar, which offer 4.8% on money. And this is not some advertising. You can find another application which can help you save money. It's really handy way to saving for specific things like petrol, groceries and beauty, while making nearly 5 times and interest you would normally get on the bank saving accounts. And number 3 is pay off your mortgage. Pay off your mortgage. One of the safest and most tax-efficient investment you can make long-term is to pay off your mortgage earlier. Being mortgage-free gives you a wonderful amount of freedom. as usually so much of our pay goes into paying the mortgage that we can find ourselves tired to a job we don't like just to pay the mortgage. Take notes. Confidential financial advisors make no money from you paying off your mortgage or existing debt, but they do stand to make commissions from recommending insurance product and investments. Funny that we love the idea of paying off our mortgage early because it gives you freedom, particularly if you are self-employed. The create work each month to make the payments. It's tax-free. Any money you overpay into your mortgage saves you the full amount of interest. Unlike saving accounts that will tax you on the interest you pay. It's one of the safest investments you make. When you pay off your mortgage, you pay it off and that's it. There's no uncertainty about what will happen to your money. Once it's paid, you own your home outright. No longer does it belong to the bank manager. The mortgage companies hate it because they lose money. And don't we just love the upper hands? To pay off your mortgage as quickly as possible. And number 4, spread your bets. What does it mean? To be safe, you must spread your money across different asset classes. For example, shares, property, cash, bonds, and so on. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Nothing in investing is certain. No one has a crystal ball and no one can tell you what is going to happen in future. No investment is as safe as houses. Not even houses are safe as houses. It's a good idea to be regular. In saving and investing, it's a good idea to be regular. Even if you have only a small amount of money, let's over each month. In the long run, it's much better to set up a standing order from your bank account into an investment each month so that the money is put away before you even see it. 6. Get informed. Managing your money is like eating healthier. You don't need to be a qualified nutritionist to know how to eat healthier, but you do need to know basic facts about fruits, vegetables, vitamins, protein, minerals, etc. to work out how to have a balanced and healthy diet. It's the same with managing your money. You don't need to be a qualified financial advisor, but you do need to have some basic knowledge about how money works. So spend a little time each week reading the money pages in your weekend papers or find book. Book gives you more real information, or just search online in YouTube, lots of videos about this. Number 7, invest in cheap, simple products you understand. It's possible to make sensible money in the stock market if you invest for the long term and make sure you only put your cash in simple products that have low charges. The 2 main products that fall into this category are index tracking funds, also known as trackers, and exchange traded funds, ETFs. Those investments tend to be run by computer programs rather than highly paid fund managers who need a new push every. Is cut down the tax. how to do it. Make sure you use all the tax avoiding methods available each year. After all, why spend all the time and efforts working for your pay and thinking through sensible investments just to lose a loan of its overpaying payment of tax? ICAS. You can put up to 20,000 per tax year into one of those. Pensions. Put up to 40,000 per tax year into those. National savings, investments, products, and certain specialist investment funds don't attract tax and are all worth considering. That said, it's important to look at the total net profit first and not go for something because it's tax-free. Sometimes even with the tax incentive, the rewards are still too low to deserve investment. See our tax selection notes. Protect your family's money. If you have a family, or you don't have family, or other dependents, make sure you have enough life insurance to keep them going if you weren't around. This is one area where you must not scrimp. Make sure the mortgage will be paid and that they will be supported if anything happens to you. Life insurance is such as important as potentially inexpensive products that you must get as much information about it as possible before you sign on the dotted line. Change investments as your life changes. Your investment needs change as you get older. When you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and even 20s, you can afford to pay money into riskier product that should give you good returns in the long run. As you get older, so it's better to shift some of your money into some stable products that are safer, don't make so much money. Why? Also, when it comes to about 5 years before you plan to retire, it's a good idea to lifestyle your investment and start moving into money from the more valuable growth products like shares, property, commodities, etc. to the more stable investments such as saving accounts, bonds, and gilts, so that you can compare the gains you have made over the year and keep it going, even if you happen to retire, just as markets are falling. Having said that, so if you know what you're doing and you have a good appetite for risk, it's definitely worth continuing to invest in stocks and shares while you are retired, particularly those that offer good dividends. So again, the prime advice is to think for yourself. This is not financial or investment advice. Remember to do your own research and speak to a professional advisor before parting with any money. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to channel, watch more video. See you next video.